वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, Namo Namaha from wherever you are joining. And we have been covering the Bhagavad Gita. Geeta, everyone in the past I mentioned, everyone sings, but nothing like what Lord sings like. Bhagavad Gita is a song of the Lord. It is not like our song, what we sang yesterday, and we ourselves do not remember. This God's song, even after 5,000 years, after it has been sung, people are still regurgitating that one. That's the difference between the ordinary song and the song of the Lord. Many songs and even the country national anthem changes. After few years, few decades, country may decide to change the national anthem. Country's national anthem changes. I don't remember what song I sang. As a child, I don't remember. I myself do not know that song. My song, country's song, I don't remember. It keeps on changing. But whereas the Lord's song, it is even after 5,000 years back, still people are regurgitating on that one, contemplating on that one to understand the deeper implication of that one, deeper meaning of that one. Geeta, Bhagavad Gita, it's a feminine. It is many songs are there, masculine songs like Bhagavad Gita. If it is say Bhagavad Gita, it is not Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita. Like Uddhava Gita is there in Uddhava Gita, it is not Gita. Or Bhikshu Gita is there, Karna Gita is there, Rudra Gita is there. It's all masculine. Whereas this Bhagavad Gita, when it is extended, it is a feminine and it's with melody. It is fit for singing. This Bhagavad Gita, each chapter, in the unlike Uddhava Gita or Karna Gita, Bhikshu Gita, Rudra Gita and other things, it runs like a prose. Whereas this one, it goes like a meter. Meter, in Sanskrita, there is a meter. You have to sing with meter. For example, if you, Gayatri meter, Gayatri 24 letters, meter of 6 letters at a time, if you start singing, that is Gayatri meter. And if it is 28 letters, so you sing, it becomes Ushnik Chandas. Gayatri Chandas 24, 7 letters, 7, 7, 7, 7. 28, it becomes Ushnik. In a Ushnik meter, you start singing. And if it becomes 8 letter, 8 letter, 8 letter, 8 letter, it becomes Anushtup Chandas. Most of the Vishnu Sahasranam is in Anushtup Chandas. For example, Vishwam Vishnurvachatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. 8 letters. And here also, kutastvā kaśhmalamidaṁ viṣhame samupasthitam anārya-juṣhṭamaswargyam akīrti-karam arjuna. Again, 8, it is Anushtup Chandas. Suppose it is 36 letters, 9, 36 letters, it becomes a Brihati Chandas. It goes in a Brihati meter, in the central. and center, it goes in the Brihati Chandas. Suppose it becomes 40 letters, 10, 10, 10, 10. It becomes Pankti. It becomes like a Pankti Chandas, 10, 10, 10, 10. If it becomes 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, it is 44 letters, it becomes a Trishtup Chandas. Trishtup. Some of the shlokas we last few weeks back, our Tushar Bhai, he asked, some of the meters are difficult. It is because it goes in 11. Some of them goes in 11, 11, 11, 11. It is called as Trishtup Chandas. Suppose if it goes in 12, 12, 12, 12, 48, it's a Jagati Chandas. It goes in a Jagati meter. Anything beyond that one, it is called as Ati Jagati. Beyond that one, it goes in various meters. So, when you are singing, you should know what meter you are singing. If you do not know the meter, if you try to sing, then it is not pleasing to hear. So, count how many letters are there. And if it is 32 letters, then split it. And 8, 8, 8. Sometimes it becomes letters are only 31 and you have to make in between 31, you make it convert into 32. If it is 31, you have to sing such a way that you should know how to split the words and make it 32. You have to, when it is, or if it is 33, try to make it 32. Nishkrit Gayatri Chandaha. If it is 32, Nishkrit Gayatri Chandaha. It is Nishkrit. It is less than that one, or if it is more, you try to compensate. By our Yadunandana Acharya also will talk about that one. Now when you are singing Bhagavad Gita, and try to know what meter is this one. So, a singer, when he or she goes to a singing class, the teacher will be teaching what meter you have to sing. This one in Bhagavad Gita, out of 700 shlokas, many shlokas, most of them are in Anushtup Chandas, goes in 8 letter each, and some of them are in Trishtup Chandas. We know that one. If you know this what meter it is running, it will be easy for you to sing. And Bhagavad Gita, this is composed. And another reason why 5,000, even after 5,000 years back, Bhagavad Gita has a relevance. This song, it is sung by none other than Lord Himself. Lord, the Supreme Lord Incarnate. Lord Himself He has sung. And who has documented that one? Lord in the form of Vedavyasa. Nobody else can capture such a way the Vedavyasa, Sri Vedavyasa has captured. He himself, Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasa Vedavyasa, has been described as Lord himself. Another form of Lord. In the another form of Lord, he has compiled Mahabharata. And not only he composed the Mahabharata, and not only he composed, Vedavyasa is one of the major role. He played a major role in Mahabharata. He was the father of Dhritarashtra, father of Pandu, father of Vidura. He was a character in Mahabharata. He composed that one, and nobody else could have compiled the Mahabharata like Vedavyasa. Incessantly it is flowing, and in Mahabharata it is said, there is, if you want to hear any type of story, it is there in Mahabharata. What is not in Mahabharata, you can't find it anywhere. And what is there in Mahabharata alone will exist elsewhere. And what is not in Mahabharata, you cannot find. All dimension of our life is covered in that one. Life goes in 4 dimensions. One is how to be righteous, dharma, and how people fall from dharma. Dharma and adharma, dharma and artha. How to earn money in a right way and how people earn in a wrong way. Dharma and artha. And kama, desire. How you have to have a desire under control. What happens if the desires are not under control? What happens? Kama. And moksha. Everyone wants the freedom. We want to experience the bliss unbound. We want to experience that moksha. Moksha, the 4th phase. If you do not get the moksha, what happens? How you will come back? Vedavyasa gave the stories, various dimensions it is touched upon, like a family unit. In the family itself, brothers are quarreling. Brothers, it's a family affair. Mahabharata is nothing but a family affair. Family, they are fighting for the property, which we see across. People are fighting for a piece of land, a piece of ancestors' wealth, and that it is brought out beautifully. And also in Anushtup Chandas and in Anushasana Parva, Shanti Parva towards the end, and he brought out many stories from the animals, many stories from the birds, from the nature, how they are teaching us. Various dimensions, he has brought it out so that we learn from everything, everywhere. And most of the stories are like case studies. If I am doing a business MBA course, MBA business school, if I go there, and all subjects, they bring it out, the case studies. Why this company was successful, why this company was a failure, how this company flourished, and why this company was a failure. Case study. In Mahabharata, when we are reading Mahabharata, it is like a case study. Why, how that person was a prosperous person, why he got ruined. It is for us also, it's a case study. What I should do in life, what I should not do. Learn from that one. Like business school, they do the case study. It is nothing but a case study. Mahabharata is full of case studies for our life enrichment. We can't say, so what? It is not so what, how it is related to my life. How can I enrich my life by reading this one? How it is relevant to me in my day-to-day life. In Mahabharata also, and in the scriptures, Shastras, Acharya, he is Madhvacharya, he mentioned, when it is reading the scriptures, if you can't bring it to your personal level, how it is relevant to your personal life, then it is of no value. You should know how to apply. The fundamental science itself is not enough. You should know how to apply it to your day-to-day life. You should know how to apply applied science. You should know. No point in just memorizing Bhagavad Geeta. I don't know how to apply it to my day-to-day life. And the great people are saying that if it is not coming to your application, then it is of no use. However great is the scripture, if you do not know how to apply it to your day-to-day life, it is of no value. It is of no value. Maybe it is told by Lord himself. If you do not know how to apply it to day-to-day life, and it is of no value, you should know how to apply it to your day-to-day life. That is why Bhagavad Gita is still relevant. We can still apply it to our day-to-day life. We can see its application in our day-to-day life. That is why Bhagavad Gita has not lost its flavor. It is still relevant, and it will be relevant relevant tomorrow also. It is an eternal science. It is an eternal science. Repeat after me. ಸಂಜಯ ಉವಾಚ
ಸಂಜಯ ಉವಾಚ
ತಂ ತಥಾ ಕೃಪಯಾವಿಷ್ಠ ಅಶ್ರು ಪೂರ್ಣಾಕುಲೇಕ್ಷಣಂ ವಿಷೀದಂತ ಇದಂ ವಾಕ್ಯಂ ಉವಾಚ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಶ್ರೀ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಉವಾಚ ಕುತಸ್ತ್ವಾ ಕಶ್ಮಲಯಿದಂ ವಿಷಮೇ ಸಮುಪಸ್ಥಿತಂ anārya-juṣhṭamaswargyam akīrti-karam arjuna klaibyaṁ gamaḥ pārtha naitat tvayyupapadyate kṣhudraṁ hṛidaya-daurbalyaṁ tyakto uttishta parantapa ಶ್ರೀ ಅರ್ಜುನ ಉವಾಚ ಕಥಂ ಭೀಷ್ಮ ಅಹಂ ಸಂಖ್ಯೇ ದ್ರೋಣಂಚ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಇಷುಭಿಃ ಪ್ರತಿಯೋತ್ಸ್ಯಾಮಿ ಪೂಜಾರ್ಹಾ-vari-sūdana ಗುರೂನ್ ಹತ್ವಾ ಹಿ ಮಹಾನುಭಾವಾನ್. This goes in Trishtup Chandas, 44 letters are there. Shreyo bhoktu vaikshmamapi iha loke. hatvārtha-kāmāṁstu gurūnihaiva. Bhunjiya bhagavān rudhira-pradigdhān. Nachaita dvidma kataranno gariyo. ಯದ್ವಾ ಜಯೇಮ ಯದಿವಾನೋ ಜಯೇಯುಃ ಯಾನೇವ ಹತ್ವಾ ನ ಜಿಜೀವಿಷಾಮ ಸ್ತೆ ಅವಸ್ಥಿತಾ ಪ್ರಮುಖೇ ದಾತ್ರ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಾಃ kārpaṇya-doṣhopahata-svabhāvaḥ ಪೃಚ್ಛಾಮಿ ತ್ವಾಂ ಧರ್ಮ-sammūḍha-chetāḥ ಯಶ್ರೇಯಸ್ಯ ನಿಶ್ಚಿತಂ ಬ್ರೂಹಿ ತನ್ಮೇ ಶಿಷ್ಯಸ್ತೆ ಅಹಂ ಶಾಧಿಮಾಂ ತ್ವಾಂ ಪ್ರಪನ್ನಂ ನಹಿ ಪ್ರಪಶ್ಯಾಮಿ ಮಮಾನುಪದ್ಯಾತ್ ಯಚ್ಛೋಕ ಉಚ್ಛೋಷಣ ಇಂದ್ರಿಯಾಣಾಂ ಅವಾಪ್ಯ ಭೂಮಾವಸಪತ್ಮವೃದ್ಧಂ ರಾಜ್ಯಂ ಸುರಾಣಾಮಪಿ ಚಾಧಿಪತ್ಯಂ ಸಂಜಯ ಉವಾಚ ಯೇಯೋ ಮುಕ್ತಾ ಹೃಷೀಕೇಶಂ ಗುಡಾಕೇಶಃ ಪರಂತಪ ನ ಯೋತ್ಸ್ಯ ಇತಿ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಉಕ್ತ್ವಾ ತೂಷ್ಣೀಂ ಬಭೂವಃ ತಮುವಾಚ ಹೃಷೀಕೇಶ ಪ್ರಹಸನ್ನಿವ ಭಾರತ ಸೇನಯೋರುಭಯೋರ್ಮಧ್ಯೆ ವಿಷೀದಂತ ಇದಂ ವಚಃ ಸೇನಯೋರುಭಯೋರ್ಮಧ್ಯೆ come to the center. It says you have to come to the center. And in yoga class also, last week also I touched upon, week before also I touched upon, and coming to the center, and we are oscillating between like a pendulum, goes on one side, on the other side. Like a pendulum in our life, we are swinging one side, goes one side and other side. We don't know, many people we talk about, yesterday that person spoke like that, today he or she is talking totally different way. I don't know which way to believe that person. This person is like a pendulum. Pendulum, yesterday that person spoke like this and today like this. And we are in our life, we are swinging from one side to another. Today a powerful orator comes, we trust that one and go on that side. Tomorrow another orator comes, he says, do that one, we go on other side. In our life also, a teacher will come somebody will come and say, do this practice for, and do not give up. I do that one, I start doing for few days, and tomorrow after few days I come across more famous teacher and known everywhere. He comes and he says, not to worry about the past, you do this one. I have left whatever I had done, I started following another teacher. After 1 year, somebody else comes, they say, not that one. No wonder you have problem. You do this one. Forget about that one, you come here. And I start practicing. And somebody will come and say, your religion, your God is not powerful. Come to my religion, my God is more powerful. You come to my religion, you do this one. And I change my religion also. And whole life, no consistency. I am going here and there. Only two people we are swayed by the opinions of people. All our life, most of us, we are getting swayed by the opinions of people. We never discovered ourselves. We are like a pendulum. We may give a metaphor of pendulum. Most of us are like that. And what we were practicing in the childhood is totally different. Maybe tomorrow different. Why we are not getting any siddhi? Why we are not getting deep into the sadhana? Why we are not getting inner experience? Why we are not getting the inner realization? In the Sri Krishna here alludes, because of we are like a pendulum. We go from here to here. We have no faith, no conviction. We are going by the people, whatever they say. We go from here to here, and Sri Krishna says, come to the center. Come to the center. Then only the truth will dawn in you. If you are going from here to here, Arjuna, he thought, maybe my teacher on the other side, maybe I should go on the other side of the Kaurava. My side, my relatives are there, Bhima, Yudhishthira, others are there. I don't know whether I should side with that side or this side. There's a conflict. Whether that party I have to believe or this party. Whether I should believe leftist or rightist. I don't know. Sri Krishna says, come to the center. Come to the center. When you come to the center, then only you will understand Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, if you do not come to the center, if you read that one, you are reading with a colored glass. The color of the glass, whatever is the glass, your reading gets tainted. And to come to the center, to understand the Bhagavad Gita. This concept I will elaborate tomorrow in the class, yoga class. I will elaborate on this one, the importance of coming to the center. When he came to the center, then Sri Krishna started talking and Arjuna could able to understand. Before that, he was like a pendulum. That side or this side, that side or this side. And when Sri Krishna, when he brought the chariot at the center, then he spoke. Sri Krishna was not siding with Kauravas nor Pandavas. He came to the center and to make aware of this one to Arjuna. You have to come to the center. Then only the meaning will start getting revealed within. Shri Bhagavan uvācha.
Shri Bhagavan uvācha.
ಅಶೋಚ್ಯಾನನ್ವಶೋಚಸ್ತ್ವಂ
ಅಶೋಚ್ಯಾನನ್ವಶೋಚಸ್ತ್ವಂ
ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾವಾದಾಂಶ್ಚ ಭಾಷಸೆ
ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾವಾದಾಂಶ್ಚ ಭಾಷಸೆ
ಗತಾಸೂನ ಅಗತಾಸೂಂಶ್ಚ
ಗತಾಸೂನ ಅಗತಾಸೂಂಶ್ಚ
ನಾನು ಶೋಚಂತಿ ಪಂಡಿತಾಃ
ನಾನು ಶೋಚಂತಿ ಪಂಡಿತಾಃ
ನ ತ್ವೇವಾಹಂ ಜಾತು ನಾಸಂ
ನ ತ್ವೇವಾಹಂ ಜಾತು ನಾಸಂ
ನ ತ್ವಂ ನೇಮೇ ಜನಾಧಿಪಾಃ
ನ ತ್ವಂ ನೇಮೇ ಜನಾಧಿಪಾಃ
ನ ಚೈವ ನ ಭವಿಷ್ಯಾಮ
ನ ಚೈವ ನ ಭವಿಷ್ಯಾಮ
ಸರ್ವೇ ವಯಮತಃ ಪರಂ
ಸರ್ವೇ ವಯಮತಃ ಪರಂ
ದೇಹಿನೋಸ್ಮಿ ಯಥಾ ದೇಹೇ
ದೇಹಿನೋಸ್ಮಿ ಯಥಾ ದೇಹೇ
ಕೌಮಾರಂ ಯೌವನಂ ಜರಾ
ಕೌಮಾರಂ ಯೌವನಂ ಜರಾ
ತಥಾ ದೇಹಾಂತರ ಪ್ರಾಪ್ತಿ
ತಥಾ ದೇಹಾಂತರ ಪ್ರಾಪ್ತಿ
ಧೀರಸ್ತತ್ರ ನ ಮುಹ್ಯತಿ
ಧೀರಸ್ತತ್ರ ನ ಮುಹ್ಯತಿ
ಮಾತ್ರಾ ಸ್ಪರ್ಶಾಸ್ತು ಕೌಂತೇಯ
ಮಾತ್ರ ಸ್ಪರ್ಶಾಸ್ತು ಕೌಂತೇಯ
ಶೀತೋಷ್ಣ ಸುಖ ದುಃಖದಾಃ
ಶೀತೋಷ್ಣ ಸುಖ ದುಃಖದಾಃ
ಆಗಮಾಪಾಯಿನೋ ಅನಿತ್ಯ
ಆಗಮಾಪಾಯಿನೋ ಅನಿತ್ಯ
ಸ್ಥಾಂ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಕ್ಷ್ವಸ್ವ ಭಾರತ
ತಾಂ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಕ್ಷಸ್ವ ಭಾರತ
ಯಂ ಹಿ ನ ವ್ಯತಯಂತೆ ತೇ
ಯಹಿನ ವ್ಯತಯಂತ್ಯೇತೆ
ಪುರುಷಂ ಪುರುಷರ್ಷಭ
ಪುರುಷಂ ಪುರುಷರ್ಷಭ
ಸಮದುಃಖ ಸುಖಂ ಧೀರಂ
ಸಮದುಃಖ ಸುಖಂ ಧೀರಂ
ಸೋ ಅಮೃತತ್ವಾಯ ಕಲ್ಪತೆ
ಸೋ ಅಮೃತತ್ವಾಯ ಕಲ್ಪತೆ
ನಾಸತೋ ವಿದ್ಯತೆ ಅಭಾವೋ
ನಾಸತೋ ವಿದ್ಯತೆ ಅಭಾವೋ
ನಾಭಾವೋ ವಿದ್ಯತೆ ಸತಃ
ನಾಭಾವೋ ವಿದ್ಯತೆ ಸತಃ
ಉಭಯೋರಪಿ ದೃಷ್ಟೋಂತ
ಉಭಯೋರಪಿ ದೃಷ್ಟೋಂತ್ವಾ
ಸ್ತನಯೋ ತತ್ವದರ್ಶಿಭಿಃ
ತನಯೋ ತತ್ವದರ್ಶಿಭಿಃ
ಅವಿನಾಶಿತು ತದ್ವಿದ್ಧಿ
ಅವಿನಾಶಿತು ತದ್ವಿದ್ಧಿ
ಯೇನ ಸರ್ವ ಇದಂ ತತಂ
ಯೇನ ಸರ್ವ ಇದಂ ತತಂ
ವಿನಾಶ ಅವ್ಯಯಸ್ಯಾಸ್ಯ
ವಿನಾಶಾಮವ್ಯಯಸ್ಯಾಸ್ಯ
ನ ಕಶ್ಚಿತ್ ಕರ್ತು ಅರ್ಹಸಿ
ನ ಕಶ್ಚಿತ್ ಕರ್ತುಮರ್ಹಸಿ
ಅಂತವಂತ ಇಮೇ ದೇಹ
ಅಂತವಂತ ಇಮೇ ದೇಹ
ನಿತ್ಯಸ್ಯೋಕ್ತ ಶರೀರಿಣಃ
ನಿತ್ಯಸ್ಯೋಕ್ತ ಶರೀರಿಣಃ
ಅನಾಶಿನೋ ಅಪ್ರಮೇಯಸ್ಯ
ಅನಾಶಿನೋ ಅಪ್ರಮೇಯಸ್ಯ
ತಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಯುಜ್ಯಸ್ವ ಭಾರತ
ತಸ್ಮಾದ್ಯುಧ್ಯಸ್ವ ಭಾರತ
ಯ ಏನಂ ವೇತಿ ಹಂತಾರಂ
ಯಯೇನಂ ವೇತಿ ಹಂತಾರಂ
ಯಶ್ಚೈನಂ ಮನ್ಯತೆ ಹತಂ
ಯಶ್ಚೈನಂ ಮನ್ಯತೆ ಹತಂ
ಉಭೌ ತೌ ನ ವಿಜಾನೀತೋ
ಉಭೌ ತೌ ನ ವಿಜಾನೀತೋ
ನಾಯಂ ಹಂತಿ ನ ಹನ್ಯತೆ
ನಾಯಂ ಹಂತಿ ನ ಹನ್ಯತೆ
ನ ಜಾಯತೆ ಮ್ರಿಯತೆ ವಾ ಕದಾಚಿತ್
ನ ಜಾಯತೆ ಮ್ರಿಯತೆ ವಾ ಕದಾಚಿತ್
ನ ಅಯಂ ಭೂತ್ವಾ ಭವಿತಾ ವಾ ನ ಭೂಯಃ
ನಾಯಂ ಭೂತ್ವಾ ಭವಿತಾ ವಾ ನ ಭೂಯಃ
ಅಜೋ ನಿತ್ಯ ಶಾಶ್ವತೋ ಅಯಂ ಪುರಾಣೋ
ಅಜೋ ನಿತ್ಯ ಶಾಶ್ವತೋ ಅಯಂ ಪುರಾಣೋ
ನ ಹನ್ಯತೆ ಹನ್ಯಮಾನೇ ಶರೀರೇ
ನ ಹನ್ಯತೆ ಹನ್ಯಮಾನೇ ಶರೀರೇ.
And Arjuna was thinking that in the battle, his earlier argument was, if you fight, so many people will get killed and I had to fight with other people instead of destroying the enemies. Though they are unrighteous, I know they are not righteous, and so many bloodbath will be there. What Sri Krishna is saying, that slowly bringing the concept, you are doing your own duty, not to shrug off your duty, and this what you think you are killing, this soul, you are not talking from the body, slowly he is talking about from the soul. Inside Jiva, it is eternal. How the soul inside, it is never born, never dies, and it is eternal, Purana. And even when the body is fallen, that is not touched. You are talking about the body, but you go within the eternal thing you see. The Jiva is changeless, and you go from that point. Shri Krishna gives the argument from the soul, and and also he brings it out from the body side later on. Veda avinashinam nityam
Veda avinashinam nityam
ya ena aja avyayam
ya enam ajamavyayam
katam sa purusha pārtha
katham sa purusha pārtha
kam ghatayati hantikam.
kam ghatayati hantikam.
Gha, it is apply the pressure. Ghatayati, it, the soul cannot be touched. And next one, vasansi jirnani yata vihaya
Vasansi jirnani yatha vihaya
navani grihnati naroparani
navani gruhnati naroparani
tathā sharirani vihaya jirnani
tathā sharirani vihaya jirnani
anyani sanyati navani dehi.
anyani sanyati navani dehi.
This coronavirus situation globally, some million people have been killed, have died, and in India it's quite more than a quarter million people have died, and many of us may know our dear ones and near ones who have passed away because of coronavirus. In the difficult situation, what are the options left for me? One is I can blame the government, one option. Second one is blame the God, second option. And the third option, by blaming, I won't resolve the issue. My mind further gets defiled. I become restless. I won't find any peace. The third option, beyond that one, that come to terms with that one. This chapter beautifully brings out when the near one and dear one we know close to us have passed away, how to come to terms with that one. And it gives a perspective. It elevates, this chapter elevates us to the new platform, greater platform, how to come to terms. And terms, everything that Sri Krishna he talks about, like my old cloth, and I am changing my old cloth. I am not at all interested in old cloth. No attachment to my old cloth. I throw it and I am very happy to wear a new one. So is this soul, this body has worn out. This body has worn out and it's of no use. Like I am going by aeroplane, I am going from Melbourne to, for example, to India, I am flying. There is no direct flight. Argument's sake, I have to change the flight. Now, when I go, take the flight, say I go up to Singapore, that flight is useless for me. I have to get off from that flight and board another plane to reach my destination. So is this soul knows when it has travelled, this body is not fit to go to next destination. It just discards, ruthlessly discards, and it boards another body like we are boarding another plane. From the soul point of view, it is ruthless. From us, from the outside, how come this person is getting off? We are not crying if somebody is getting off from the plane and boarding another one. We are not worried, but we are so disturbed if one person gets off from the body and boards another one. We get very restless. Sri Krishna says it's like similar to that one. If I am traveling in a train at a certain junction, if I am going from here to, for example, another place, in the railway also, local train, they keep on announcing, if you are going to Lilydale, please change this junction, Richmond Junction. It's a change your platform in this junction. They say, if you are going different direction, I have to get off. This train won't go. So is this soul is a traveler. It is going there. This body may not, it is not fit for the soul. It has to get off. And certain point it will get off and board another one. Shri Krishna says, similar way, this body, old cloth thrown out, like wearing a new one, and now it takes on the new cloth. Nainam, this, when I am changing the platform, nothing has happened to me. Only the train has changed. Only the train has changed, only aeroplane has changed, but for me nothing has changed. So is this for the soul. Only body has changed, nothing has happened to this soul. Nainam chindanti shastrani.
Nainam chindanti shastrani.
Nainam dahati pavakaha.
Nainam dahati pavakaha.
Nachainam kledayantyapo.
Nachainam kledayantyapo.
Na shoshayati marutaha.
Na shoshayati marutaha.
Achedyo ayam adahyo ayam.
Achedyo ayam adahyo ayam.
Akledyo ashoshya evacha.
Akledyo ashoshya evacha.
Nitya sarvagatastano.
Nitya sarvagatastano.
Achaloyam sanatanaha.
Achaloyam sanatanaha.
I am eternal. I am only changing the plane. Sanatana, this soul is eternal. Sanatana means eternal, and we'll repeat this one. It's a long sentence, its pronunciation is difficult. Achedyo means weapon. Cannot cut it. Achedyo ayam. This, when I am changing the platform, people are not getting panicky. And this weapon cannot cut it. Achedyo. This is so strong, subtler than it's very subtle. And achedyo, connected power. Achedyo, ayam, adahyo, ayam, akledyo, ashoshya, evacha, nitya, sarvagata, stano, achaloyam, sanatana, avyakto ayam, achintyo ayam, avikaryo, ayam uchyate, tasmat evam, viditvena, nanushochito, arhasi. Again, avyakto, ayam, achintyo, ayam, avikaryo, ayam uchyate, tasmat evam, viditvenam, nanushochito, arhasi. Avyakta means changeless. I am this. Achintya. You cannot visualize that one. With your gross eyes, you won't know. It is beyond the realm of mind. Achintya. Chintya means thinking, concept of mind. It is beyond the concept realm of mind. Through your mind, through your intellect, you won't understand that one. It's through logic you can't understand. You may be a double degree, PhD and whatever, and highly scholar. You are in a Vidyapita, you are in a great Sanskrit scholar. Still, you won't understand. It is beyond the realm of mind. Achintya, I am. Avikarya, it is changeless. Avikarya. What was body? Yesterday I was younger, today I have become older by one day. But soul, it is not jiva, it is not becoming old and young, it is same, it is not changing. I am uchyate. I am, that is what the knower talks about. Tasmat, having known that one. Tasmat, evam, having known this one. Viditvena, having understood this one properly. Nanu, na, anu, shoch, na, don't. You don't grieve, you don't cry on this one. And in the beginning, Sri Krishna says, you call to Arjuna, you pretend to be a great scholar, but what you are talking is foolish. Like a pandita you are talking, but what you talk doesn't fit to be a great learned person. And it's Sri Krishna here says, having understood that one, do not cry. Do not cry. And this soul, it's avyakta, it is not changing. Avyakta, changeless, beyond the realm of mind. Concept, you can't visualize. And you are seeing only from the outer side. Outer, the material world. There are two concepts. One, material world and spiritual world. Matter, subject to change. What was yesterday, it is subject to change. It keeps changing. Like in the front of our house in winter months, all trees few months back full of leaves. Now they have abandoned their own leaves. The trees in front of our house is bare, deciduous. It shrugged off its own leaves. It's so-called its own got attached to that one. Come winter, they disowned their own leaf. Wait for few months, 2-3 months. Come spring, and the tree is full of life. And the tree is eternal, but the leaves come and go, body come and go, but the tree is standing tall through the season. Avikarya, it is not the soul within, it is not changing. And having known that one, do not grieve. Do not go into depression and while away your time in grief and in depression. Then Sri Krishna says, even look from even if you think that person is born, that person is dying, coming and going, I'm so depressed. If you know that person is coming and going, then why worry? Even if you think the soul is changeless, he said, and even if you think from the body side, this person has come, I can't touch that person, I can't feel that person, I can't hear that person. He was there, he is there, and he is not there. Coming and going, when it is coming and going like a wave, coming and going, why coming and wave has come, risen, and it will die down. Then the one it is continuously changing, why grieve? That is what Shri Krishna talking in next one. Atachainam nityajatam nityam va manyase mritam tathā api tvam mahabhaho nainam shochitu arhasi atacha enam nityajatam nityam va manyase mritam tathapi tvam mahabhaho nainam shochitu arhasi atachainam nityajatam nityam va manyase mritam tathapi tvam mahabhaho nainam shochitu arhasi. Shri Krishna addresses all of us through Arjuna, Mahabhaho. Mahabhaho means one with great shoulders, strong shoulders. You can take on load. You are not a weak-shouldered person. You can take on the challenges in life. You can take on the difficult things in your life. You have strong shoulders. And you can take up the challenges. He addresses all of us. You are a person with strong shoulders, not the one with going to the gym and big biceps and triceps. He is talking about you have strong shoulders, you can bear, you can take on higher responsibilities in life. You are a great leader. You have higher potential in your life. And he talks about this, you have such a thing, even if it is coming and going, body is coming and going, it's a continuous thing. Why you grieve? You are a person with strong shoulders. Understand this one. You can handle this one. And jatasya hi dhruvo mrityu dhruvam janma mritasya cha tasmad pariharyerte natvam shochitu arhasi jatasya hi dhruvo mrityu dhruvam janma mritasya cha tasmada pariharyete natvam shochitu arhasi. Dhruva here means certain. It is certain. Jatasya, one who is born. What is certain? What is certain in our life? There are so many uncertainties are there, but one thing is certain, death is certain. For all of us, we are so many uncertainties are there. We are having a investment portfolio. I invest here. If that collapses, I invest here. I invest here. So many uncertainties are there. I want to be safe. But Sri Krishna says, amidst we plan so many things, but hardly we plan for our death. Dhruvo mrityu. What is certain for you is death. However great you may be, you are not prepared for that one. You are prepared for uncertainties, that economic crisis, this COVID crisis, that crisis. I am prepared for so many uncertainties, but you are not prepared for the what is certain. The death is certain. Have you prepared? Oh, I never thought about death. And I am so busy preparing myself for superannuation, that uncertainty, this uncertainty. Sri Krishna says, you have born, what is certain is death. We can see people dying in corona, that person died, this person died, my neighbor died, that person, my close friend died, my relative died, but I hardly think that I am next in the line. I never think. I may take that body to the crematorium and cry, and I may write in a Facebook also, my life is meaningless without you. And I have forgotten myself. I am next in the queue. I am next in the queue. Are you worried about yourself? Sri Krishna is slowly bringing us to the reality. Are you awakened to the reality? What are you doing for that one certain thing? We expect everyone to live for 100 years. But according to this one, according for the death, when I am changing the platform from one terminal to another, doesn't matter. When the train approaches that one, I will get off. For the soul, it is not 100 years or 80 years. When the destination comes, when it is going to the other one, it just takes off. Our expectation, I live for 100 years, 120 years, but for the soul, doesn't matter. And what is certain is death. Death, it can change any time. And the one person, he called me up. He said he was talking to that person, was in a COVID hospital on a video call. He was talking to that person. He was in ICU and he was talking. And as he was talking, that person died. This person thought while I was doing a video call, I am talking to him. And so good, I thought he was recovering, so confident and laughing, smiling and talking. And as he was talking, he died. This person could not imagine how ruthless is the death. How ruthless. He thought that person is okay. And as he was talking, he died. And death can come any moment. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityu. And what is certain is death. And who has died, what is certain is another birth. He or she will board another plane, another train. Journey will continue. Dhruvo mrityu. That person will continue the journey. Tasmat pariharyarthe. You cannot resolve. It is not in your control. Why that person died? I can't ask that question to the God, why did you die? And you have done great justice. You cannot understand that one. Tasmat pariharyarthe. It is not, you cannot resolve that one. It is beyond the realm of your mind. Tasmat pariharyarthe. When it is beyond your control. Why that person died? We are so helpless. We are just a pawn in the chessboard. We are so helpless. We think we are everything under control just because I have something in my bank balance. And you are so helpless. You are insignificant. And tasmat, when you can't resolve, natvam shochitu arhasi. It is not fitting for you to cry and while away your time. Shri Krishna brings us, awakens us to the hard reality of life. Tasmat pariharyarthe. So reading the Bhagavad Gita, it's an art of man-making. Art of making a leader. Leader, you need to have these qualities. Avyaktadini bhutani.
Avyaktadini bhutani.
Vyaktamadhyani bharata.
Vyaktamadhyani bharata.
Avyakta.
Avyakta.
Nidananyeva.
Nidananyeva.
Tatraka.
Tatraka.
Paridevana.
Paridevana.
Avyaktadini bhutani.
Avyaktadini bhutani.
Vyaktamadhyani bharata.
Vyaktamadhyani bharata.
Avyakta nidananyeva.
Avyakta nidhananyeva.
Tatraka paridevana.
Tatraka paridevana.
Shri Krishna says, you don't know the address. You don't know the address of the person. You don't know the address of yourself. And that person who is in front of you is appearing in front of you. You do not know where that person was there before birth. It is not, you don't know. After death, he or she has boarded another train or another plane, where that person has gone. You don't know. Only the central point, only the small window, you know, you are looking through the window, you are looking through the tunnel, you see only the center. And you don't know the past, you don't know the future. Past and future you don't know, you are looking through only one window and you are generalizing, you are understanding, you think that is the truth. Through the window you are seeing and you think that is the truth. You don't know the past, you don't know the future. Where that soul was there, why it appeared in front of me, why it is going, where it is going, you don't know. And tatraka paridevana, when you are looking through this window, now understood, this is not the ultimate truth. What I am seeing only through in the camera shutter opens up and closes. One small snapshot I have taken. Through the snapshot, the window has opened and I take that one as a reality. and before the shutter opens up to take the capture, the photo, it was there, you don't know. And once the lens shuts off, still that person continues. Don't think this is what you see is the ultimate reality. The truth lies beyond the lens shutter opening and closing. Beyond that one, it lies. For that, why you go into depression? What is the point in grieving for that one? How Sri Krishna is bringing the argument forward. Making us to bring the conviction within. When somebody close by has departed, how to come to terms. This is the only way we can understand the God's play. No other means, no by suing the government or blaming others or blaming the vaccination company or God, blaming the God. You cannot find that one. When you realize this one, when you come to terms, then only you can handle the things better. If you do not come to the terms, if your platform itself is shaky, you are not established yourself, how can you deal with the situation? To deal with the situation, you have to be stable. Sri Krishna is making us to find stability in our life. When you are stable in your life, you can handle the challenges in life. Mahabaho, you are one with big shoulders, strong shoulders. You can handle challenges in your life. Sri Krishna is bringing the platform to us, making the platform in under the foundation underneath strong, so that we leap to the great heights in our life. And the last one, we'll just read that one. We'll touch upon again next week. Ascharyavat pashyati kaschit yenam ascharyavat vadati tathaiva chanyah ascharyavat anārya-juṣhṭamaswargyam śrutvāpyenam vedana chaiva kaśchit ascharyavat pashyati kaśchidenam ascharyavat vadati tathaiva chanyah ascharyavat chanyam anārya-juṣhṭamasti ascharyavat chainam anārya-juṣhṭamasti śrutvāpyenam vedana chaiva kaśchit. It's a wonder. Ascharyavat pashyati. Some sees this one as a wonder. How this soul is departing from the body and coming. Some sees this one as a great wonder. How did it enter? How did it go? I closed all the doors and windows in my house, still that went off. How did it go? It's a vacuum. There is a IP68 rated enclosure. I put the body, still it went out. How did it go? Some sees this one as a wonder. Some talks this one as a wonder. I was talking to him just now. As he was talking, he died. One person was saying that that person asked for, I was cooking dosa. That person said he wanted another dosa. By the time I got another dosa, that person died. That person, he wanted that one. By the time the fresh one I prepared and brought it, he died. Somebody talks this one as a wonder. And somebody hears this one as a wonder. Did he die? How? And sees that was a wonder. Hearing this one also, nobody knows about this one. Why it comes, why it goes, nobody knows this one. It is a great wonder. Behind that one, who is the wonder, the ascharya, the most wonderful thing is Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord's another name is Ascharya. The wonder, he is the most wonderful person. He is the most wonderful. Who is the most wonderful is Supreme Lord. He is the most Ascharya. And everything, because of the most wonderful thing, these wonders are happening. We can't understand that one. And repeat all the 5 shlokas we covered. Avyakto ayam achintyo ayam.
Avyakto ayam achintyo ayam.
Avikaryo ayam uchyate.
Avikaryo ayam uchyate.
Tasmadenam viditvenam.
Tasmadevam viditvainam.
Nanu shochitu arhasi.
Nanu shochitum arhasi.
Atachainam nityajatam.
Atachainam nityajatam.
Nityam va manyase mritam.
Nityam va manyase mritam.
Tatapi tvam mahabaho.
Tatapi tvam mahabaho.
Nainam shochitu arhasi.
Nainam shochitum arhasi.
Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityu.
Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityu.
Dhruvam janma mritasya cha.
Dhruvam janma mritasya cha.
Tasmada pariharyete.
Tasmada pariharyete.
Natvam shochitum arhasi.
Natvam shochitum arhasi.
Avyaktadhini bhutani.
Avyaktadini bhutani.
Vyaktamadhyani bharata.
Vyaktamadhyani bharata.
Avyakta nidananyeva.
Avyakta nidananyeva.
Tatra ka paridevana.
Tatra ka paridevana.
Ascharyavat pashyati kaschidenam.
Ascharyavat pashyati kaschidenam.
Ascharyavadati tathaiva chānyaha.
Ascharyavat vadati tathaiva chānyaha.
Ascharyavat manya shrunoti.
Ascharyavat shrunoti.
Śrutvāpyenam vedana chaiva kaśchit.
Śrutvāpyenam vedana chaiva kaśchit.
Vasudeva sutam devam.
Vasudeva sutam devam.
Kamsa chanūramardhanam.
Kamsa chanūramardhanam.
Devaki paramanandam.
Devaki paramanandam.
Krishnam vande jagadgurum.
Krishnam vande jagadgurum.